Hello, welcome back to Second Take Movies, a podcast where we give movies a second look, second chance, a second take, if you will. I'm your host, Preston Jenkinson, and joining me, as always, it's my co-host, Jake Toyota.
Hello, Preston.
What's
It is me. I'm the
that?
villain of this movie, and Voldemort.
That's sucks.
Do it, the atomic bomb. I can't do his voice.
Do it.
Do it now.
Oh yeah,
the tracheotomy boy.
The guy, yeah.
Well, he doesn't have one in real life, right? Like, no, he doesn't.
No,
okay.
His voice just sounds like it.
Mission
Impossible Fallout.
Yeah, dude, I thought we were watching the video game series Fallout. I was really depressed. Yeah. I wanted to see some bombs and some ghouls, bro.
Before we get into it, subscribe. Do it. Do it.
I already am.
Do it. No, okay.
Yeah. Well, do me a favor. Click that. I'll do the next one shirtless.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
The inspiration for my mustache and stubble is Henry Cavill.
You know, I always thought that mustache you had was a very Cavillish stash.
I don't. The only problem is I don't have his jawline.
You know what? I'm better off. All I can say is it's all that big. It's like a glass jaw. It's just.
I was like, because like the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, he could pull it off. I've got dark hair. I could pull that off.
Well, Nope. Filter. I'm good. You're not gonna edit this one out. I'm saving you, buddy. Wait till the end. Yeah. What is
otherwise
6? Number what?
Number 6, or
yeah,
otherwise known as the good one, the really good one.
Yep. You know what? Only complaint. Probably the only person that says this. It's too long.
Nah.
I had to rent this twice.
The end does drag a little bit with the at the camp at the end. I will say that. The story.
Yeah, hit me up, Plute.
A group of terrorists plans to detonate 3 plutonium cores for a simultaneous nuclear attack on different cities. Ethan Hunt, along with his IMF team, sets out to stop the carnage.
I mean, that's pretty much the plot of every movie, right?
Yeah, I mean, they got to find the thing to get the thing to stop somebody from doing the thing.
Did Jeremy Renner die?
No, he just got written out.
Okay.
The plan was for him to be killed because he was shooting 2 Avengers movies at this point.
Okay,
that's one.
That's what I was trying to.
And the plan was to bring him in for like 3 days and kill him in the opening scene. But yeah. Jeremy Renner, for some reason, didn't want to get a paycheck for 3 days.
Well,
and then get killed.
I'd hate to come in and die. Like,
I would take a 3-day paycheck to work on a Mission Impossible movie.
True. If Henry Cavill can have a mustache on Superman, then why not?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is also the movie where 2 studios had to sit in a boardroom and argue about facial hair of a man. But I bet you it was also Tom Cruise that also argued that we're not putting a fake mustache on Henry Cavill.
Let's just go ahead and be serious here.
Yeah.
Women think they have it hard of like getting, approached and stuff in the industry. I mean, us men, we got to talk about facial hairs. Come on, guy.
Well, you know what? Well, this is a note for future me. You're going to be on screen by yourself during that entire comment.
That's fine. I'm not losing thinking implants. I'm good, bro. Really a joke.
Yeah. The positive review from Chris Nashawati from Entertainment Weekly.
Oh, he's great.
You don't know who that is. It's the kind of pure, straight, no chaser pop fun that not only keeps taking your breath away over and over again, it restores your occasionally shaky faith in summer blockbusters.
Yeah, I think this is when Tom Cruise really started.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think we said it in another one. I don't think theaters would be around if Tom Cruise didn't do Top Gun 2.
Yeah.
Like,
and also this movie is like, it was the first Mission Impossible to be like a continuation, like a sequel to another one.
Yeah, which that's wild. I mean, like, you have characters, but I made that note. I was like, oh shoot, this is a like straight continuous thing. It's not episodic anymore. I guess it is episodic.
Well, I mean,
whatever.
Yeah,
it's not standalone,
right?
But
there's a word for that, and I can't remember what it is at this moment.
does J.J. Abrams stay throughout the entire?
He, I believe, is producer in name only.
Okay, because I really thought that he ducked
Because
out.
when you watch the opening credits, it's like that bad robot thing shows up, and that's J.J. Abrams.
Hey, what's the negative?
The most negative one I could find. As in Rogue Nation, Fallout's action scenes are cleanly composed and easy to follow, and so abundant as to become monotonous.
Yeah, I mean, but I think we said it last week. You kind of know what you're getting into when you watch these movies.
Mm-hmm. And they build up enough story within the other scenes to get to it is designed. The story is designed to get the action set piece, but there's enough of a story to make you feel the tension within the action.
And then there's enough twists. Like, it's not just exposition fight, exposition shoot. It's, I mean, there's still some the first movie intelligence in this, I think, where the first movie was just nothing but spy jargon so this one, I think, out of all the other ones, has a lot more of, Luther gets shot right away.
Yes.
There's a lot of oh no, oh no,
I believe this is the first one where he doesn't go rogue. This entire movie, he's on mission.
I've watched that clip we have of where we named every Tom Cruise movie.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go rogue, but he did get himself some cocktails. Didn't say that one, so now I feel good. Anyways, no, well, he didn't go rogue, but we'll save it. We'll save it.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize this. For all those people listening, and if you're curious, I have notes here and have Wikipedia below it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this was 2 years later. I thought this was a month later after the last movie.
I
mean, they don't say it at all, but apparently it's 2 years after Lane gets captured.
They usually shoot whatever year they shoot these in is usually what year they say it is.
Yeah, which I appreciate, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Just there's no future car flying going,
Yeah. This one, it begins. Ethan and his team are making a deal for 3 plutonium cores because they want to get them and keep them, so no, it doesn't get to the wrong hands. There's this group called the Apostles, which are an offshoot of the Syndicate, just a little bit more extreme, and they're led by a man named John Lark. And Ethan has it's a thing that Tom Brady would quote all the time. He has an exchange with a courier. I can't exactly remember I can't remember the poem that they quote but it's something about a storm and a warrior.
Oh,
something about the warrior whispers back, "I am the storm," or something.
Yeah, it's God, who wrote that? It's a Jake Remington, I think. It's a guy named Jake that wrote it. I know that. Remington or Winchester. It's a gun. His last name's a gun thing. I don't remember what it is. Fate whispers to the warrior, "I cannot withstand the storm." And the warrior whispers back, "I am the storm."
I am the storm. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like some really cool guy wearing the Punisher logo on his t-shirt, by the way.
Tom Brady would quote that all the time. It's like, dog, you play football.
Is Tom Brady cool?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't do football really. I'm just like, yeah, this dude's cool. Whatever.
He's a little weird to me. I don't know.
Cool. His girlfriend can't rent a car, so that's tight.
She's copied on all his emails.
Oh yeah, dude.
I ain't touching that.
The Belichick.
Nope.
Dabo was hanging out with him the other day. It was awesome.
Yeah. So Ethan and his team are buying plutonium cores.
So Dabo and Bill Belichick are getting plutonium cores.
And they meet this guy, and him and Benji's all tense because Benji is Benji. And
what a great character!
Yes,
this movie is when I really went, They nailed the comedic character perfect because he's not just a laughing stock. He is useful.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, this is great. You guys took that normal movie thing and flipped it a little bit, and yeah, he's in the van, and they lose power.
And turns out, the apostles done crashed a meeting, and they're gonna get the plutonium, and they've got Luther. And Ethan is such a great guy that he can't leave none of his guys to be killed. So he shoots Luther twice in the chest because he knew he had on a bulletproof vest.
Ah, made me so happy.
Yeah, I was like, "Geez, Tom." But in the skirmish, the apostles they done got them plutonium cores.
Where'd my plutonium go?
Where did plutonium go?
Yeah, idiot.
And it goes into the next scene, which is probably my favorite. They've got a guy, Niels Delbruck, who's a physicist, nuclear physicist. I don't know.
Nuclear
He's also
weapons
crazy.
specialist.
Yes, nuclear weapons specialist who's crazy and has a manifesto. And they convince him that he's been in the hospital for like a week or something.
Dude.
And
Wolf Blitzer shows up.
Yeah, Wolf Blitzer gets paid to come and pull a Mission Impossible mask off.
Whoa. I like how you said that. From now on, it's going to be Mission Passable.
Mission Passable.
Tom Brady, Mission Passable.
Tom Brady, Mission Passable.
Napster, New England, Chowder.
So they're in a hospital room. They're interrogating him, and they convince him to open his phone, and then they get the manifesto and all the information they need. And they show him fake footage of like these 3 cities on fire. I think it's like New York it's like the Vatican.
That
Mecca.
reveal is so dope
Awesome.
of the walls falling back.
It's like classic Mission Impossible.
I was pumped. I mean, I'm a fan of these movies. Okay, clearly we both are. I was like, I don't really want to watch none of these right now. I just don't. That happened, and I went, oh yeah, I'm in this. Give me more rooms where they fall apart, please.
And yeah, Wolf Blitzer's there, and it turns out to be Simon Pegg. How do you make up for the height discrepancy with the mask on? That's what I want to know.
Well, what happens is the mask, when you put it on, it attaches to your spine and goes down your pants legs and inflates you, and it also makes sure the wiener the right size too. You never know, Preston. They have to really make sure everything's covered in this movie.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing I've said in a long time.
Sometimes I wonder if you're still 12.
I got reverse Benjamin Button disorder, baby.
Yeah, so Wolf Blitzer's there, but it turns out that's Benji in a mask. And they're like, oh, we got you. And then title screen.
I fast forwarded through it. Now that you've told me it reveals stuff, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
We're going to get past that.
Opening title screen always like shows what's going to happen.
But now the CIA's ticked because you didn't let your dude die. The plutonium's gone.
So Angela Bassett and Henry Cavill show up.
August Walker.
Is it John Walker or is it August Walker? It's August Walker because his alter ego is John Lark. Spoiler.
Yeah. What a dork.
Spoiler, the new guy that showed up that's as good as Ethan Hunt is the bad guy. So the CIA is ordering Alec Baldwin, who is now the secretary of the IMF. They're ordering him to let August Walker come along with Ethan Hunt because they don't trust him.
Oh, you know what? Right away, like I forgot. You said it last week, and I forgot it even. I was like, oh crap, Henry Cavill's in this. Sweet. And I went, wait, is he the bad guy? It's like he tags along in the Halo jump, which Tom Cruise trained for an entire year to do that.
Yeah, and there's stuff that I love and I hate about this whole thing. There's subtle things that Henry Cavill does to sabotage the mission. If you don't know the twist, which it's kind of obvious, but if you don't know, it's like, it's kind of weird because like he snatches his oxygen mask at one point.
Yeah, right away. I was just like, what's this dude's deal? He's an idiot.
Yeah.
like jumps into the daggum storm.
And while they did do an actual Halo jump, it just looks weird with the CGI storm and lightning and
Yeah, it's one of those. Tom Cruise was just he had a stiff about it, wanting to do it. It
yeah,
didn't
I mean
pan out.
it was like the stunt they designed, but I'm like, why did we do it into CGI thunderstorm?
I
Because
I just
it takes away
adore
from
Simon Pegg's interviews during this whole thing of like every day I showed up to work and said Tom Cruise is gonna die.
it.
What? He was like, legitimately, you'd show up and not know, is Tom gonna be here tomorrow or is he dead?
Yeah.
I'm
He
still
hadn't died
thinking he's
yet.
gonna die on film. Seriously.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I mean, I hope
That's
not. I mean, that'd be
yeah.
terrible. But
It's very likely to happen.
yeah,
They
I wouldn't call it. That's a Mission Possible.
Henry Cavill gets struck by lightning.
Yeah, he gets blitzed, baby.
And then Ethan gives up his oxygen tank, and then he pulls a chute too low to the ground. And their mission is to infiltrate this party where the so-called White Widow is, and poses John Lark to get some information.
I misheard this in this movie. I heard the White Wizard,
Oh no,
and I
she's the
went,
white.
"No way! You cannot do that." And then, thankfully, very quickly they said, the White Lotus afterwards.
White Widow.
White Widow. See, okay, well, I'm way off, but why did I say White Lotus in my notes? I don't know, but whatever. I was just like, oh, that was a real bad name for a person. You can't do that.
They infiltrate the party and they find who they think is posing as John Lark. Because they know that John Lark has sent somebody to pose as him to get information.
God
And
dang. Who is that? Who is that stunt guy?
I have no clue, but he's great.
He's been on Corridor Crew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. That's a great episode. They break down that entire scene.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that bathroom scene was supposed to be like 4 days, and it took weeks instead.
You can tell.
That's the most fun piece of cinema.
But like, what I love about that scene is that the fight just kind of starts out of nowhere. Like,
yeah,
you don't
build up. There's nothing.
You only know that like there's a fight because of like the marketing that came out for this movie.
Yeah.
Because like they showed that shot of Henry Cavill cocking his arms like thousands of times.
You and I, we're men.
Yeah,
we're men. Hey, everyone listen. We are boys. We the boys, the big dogs. But Henry Cavill reloading his arms is a whole nother level of man.
Does he have short little arms? I feel like he does.
We call those snub nosed in the industry.
Yeah. Now they're way bigger than mine. Like muscle definition is crazy, but
I think you got to be.
His arms are short.
That's why you got to reload them, dude. He's trying to stretch them out. He's doing his stretches.
But again, another subtle thing that Walker does is he hits because they have a little laptop that they're going to scan to make a mask, and Walker hits him with that and breaks the screen.
Didn't even think about that until just now.
Yeah.
Until you said it. Yeah. Okay.
Ethan makes the decision like I got to go in, and then who shows up to save him but Ilsa Faust, who's on a mission for the British government.
Yep. Watching Solo, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah. They get into the little party that the White Widow's having, and the White Widow is played by Vanessa Kirby.
Okay, so stand by here.
Okay.
Is this Max's granddaughter?
Max's daughter.
That girl looks just like that actress.
Mm-hmm.
Are they related?
No.
Dude, her like facial structure and everything matches Max from the first movie perfect.
You know she's playing the Invisible Woman, right?
That's the same girl?
The same woman, yeah.
No, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, Vanessa Kirby.
Oh, shoot, wait a minute. That was Vanessa Kirby?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Man, my notes are off. Okay. Yeah. Holy moly. I
So,
loved that whole Max introduction.
mhm.
It was great. Perfect.
Because I think in this universe, like Max had just died,
Yeah.
um, supposedly.
Smallpox.
I don't know. But Ethan is posing as John Lark, and he's like, "Hey, I need some information. I'm buying plutonium," and she's like, "Well, I need a favor," and so,
Yeah, you got to go get Daggum Lane for me.
but he doesn't know that yet.
No.
Um, there's a fight. A fight breaks out at the party because of Rebecca Ferguson.
Here's my whole deal here. That fight at the party,
Uh huh.
it took them drunkards a long time to acknowledge their gunshots.
Yeah.
I counted, I rewound it, 7 shots, and then somebody finally
Yeah.
does something.
That's drunk people.
Well, let me
Same
go.
thing happens in the first John Wick. Like he comes through a crowd shooting, and everybody's like,
Oh
"Whoa!"
yeah, dude, that's ecstasy. That's not drunk, dude. That's yeah, that's that gunk gunk.
They escape back to her house, and she explains like, "All right, you need to break out this asset, which is turns out to be Solomon Lane." And Ethan is not enthused about that. He's like, "I didn't come to break a guy out. I came to get plutonium." And she's like, "Well, my seller needs this guy out." So, um, which is it's the apostles that are selling the plutonium because they need Lane out of jail. And they probably don't plan on giving up the plutonium anyway.
But this is where isn't this where Walker puts together the plot of Ethan's John Lark too? Or is that coming after this?
No, that's the thing that he sells to his boss to get the scent off of him. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
that was just a thing that he came up with. He's like,
Yeah.
Ethan might actually be John Lark. We don't know. It's not me.
I have a mustache.
I mean,
I'm not hiding anything. I have facial.
he's like, because he poses to Angela Bassett. He says like, "Hey, like John Lark seems to be ahead of us every time. Who's to say he's not on the inside? But it's not me. Don't suspect me.
No,
It's
no,
not me."
no, no. This is me reloading my guns. Sorry. I went to the gun range last week, Preston.
Uh-huh.
Took my dad. For some stupid reason. I went, let me reload the guns real quick. I did that. My dad was like, do we need to go home? And I was like, that's for Mission Impossible. And he goes,
Don't
nope.
do that.
Nope. Yes, they got a plan, and Tom Cruise does the plan.
Well, he like kind of. I think that whole scene is like a visualization of what it would look like if he actually went through with their plan.
Yeah.
But he has his own plan, of course.
Yeah.
Him and Walker are in a truck with a group of guys, and they're going to get him to divert down a tunnel. And so what they do is they intercept the truck and they knock it out of the water, and his team is going to get him out of the truck underwater. My thing is, when that happens, all those police and everything go after him, and they don't go after the high-profile prisoner in the water. And they just immediately go after the truck that knocked him in the water.
We don't care about the prisoner. He's dead.
I don't understand that. But him and the third thing that is sabotaged in this little subtle sabotage throughout this whole movie, Ethan's bike, when they crash the truck and they get out, his bike doesn't start immediately.
Yeah.
And so like it was another subtle little like,
I didn't pick up
stuff
on that.
just doesn't seem to be working out for Ethan in this mission.
I am so stupid. Yeah. I didn't put most of this together. I'm not going to lie. I was just dumbfounded. Oh, yeah. Cars, trucks.
So Ethan gets his team who are on a boat with Solomon Lane, and he's like, I need an extraction, and I'm going to get dumped. He jumps down a little tunnel and onto the boat. And they all meet at a tiny little garage and all get in a tiny little car. And then there's a policeman right outside the garage. And then all of the White Widow's crew show up and like gun her down, and then Tom Cruise guns them down.
I have a weird note in my notes at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I went, you know what? Simon Pegg looks like he's in pretty good shape. And I was right. They started calling him 8-pack Peggles.
8-pack Peggles.
He used to be 6-pack Peggles, but then he kept working out, and now he has an 8-pack.
Good for him.
I'm like, dang, good for you, Simon Pegg. Good for you, bud. Good for
He
you.
was a little chunky in Mission Impossible 3.
I mean, when you're just killing zombies and eating ice cream cones.
Yeah, I guess that was after all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, when was?
Oh, that was early. That was
was.
way, way, way long before.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd done other stuff, but
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna be quiet because I black out during a part of this. This is where I paused and was like, "It's getting late and going to bed," and I didn't go to bed. I kept watching for more, and I definitely fell asleep.
They go on a chase around London. No, France. We're in France.
Yeah, but they do go to London for the exchange in the end.
They do.
Yeah,
but Rebecca Ferguson has been following them this whole time. And Ethan tells everybody to get out of the car, and him and Solomon Lane are driving through the streets. She's trying to kill Solomon Lane this whole time.
Yep.
Because her government wants her to. And they explain that in a little exchange they have later on where he's like, "Oh, you could have stopped and got out and blah blah blah, and why'd you go back in?" And But before that, the team stops and removes the tracker and places their own tracker inside of Solomon Lane.
That was so sweet. That was the sickest. Like,
yeah,
that was cool. I didn't realize that until later
said it.
In the movie. Yeah.
And
I just realized something though too. So like Tom Cruise gets the Odyssey at the beginning of this.
Mm-hmm.
Is this whole movie supposed to be the Odyssey?
No. This is not like,
or compare. I guess like Tom Cruise's journey of like. No, I'm reaching for the stars here.
Too much. Yeah, this isn't Oh Brother Where Art Thou. This isn't.
Hold on, don't edit this. Leave this in 1 second. I'm searching Tom Cruise and Homer's Odyssey. Yahtzee. Tom Cruise compares his character's journey in Fallout to the journey of Odysseus in Homer's The Odyssey.
Okay.
The book you see at the beginning, it's an epic personal tale and there's enormous emotional stakes for the characters. No, I reached for the stars on that one. Tom Cruise may have said it, but Tom Brady didn't say it. I don't care.
So they get him. They get him to a little safe house, and so we got Benji, we got Luther, we got Tom, Ethan, and Solomon Lane in the room, and then what's Alec Baldwin's character's name?
It's Cletus.
Sure. Alec Baldwin is there too. And he's like, "Hey, we got to stop."
Hunley.
Yeah. Hunley, yes. You've been accused of being John Lark and all the evidence in front of us. And then they trank him. And he's like,
I forgot all this. So I'm watching it going, oh, shoot. Here we go. We're going rogue.
Yeah. Because he's like, all right, we're the only people I trust are in this room, and we're the only ones that have plutonium. Even if you think I am John Lark, you're going to come with me. So we're going to go make this deal, and we're going to put a mask on Benji, and we're going to take him as Solomon Lane to the apostles. You watch the real one, and everyone disperses, and then John, what's his name? Walker. Wouldn't you know it? He's the bad guy. He is John Lark because he wakes up Solomon Lane, quote unquote, and Benji finally gets his little mask reveal that he's always wanted.
I mean, all I care about is Benji at this point. I just want him to be happy. Yeah, it was great. It was phenomenal. Yeah. That whole scene was great.
And then Hunley wakes up, quote unquote, and pulls a gun. Ironically, since it's Alec Baldwin, on.
Well, ironically, there's no ammo in it too.
Yeah, and then Walker takes it from him, and he's like, "Oh, that one's empty. I think this one is." Again, ironic for Alec Baldwin to think a gun is loaded.
We call that foreshadowing.
Yeah. Very much so.
Sorry, that's awful.
Yeah, it's terrible. So they get the CIA on the phone, and she's like, "I don't trust none of y'all."
Shutting it all down. Well, then,
Yeah, she's like,
the SEALs and the Marines.
"Yeah, whoever,
I don't know,
CIA."
whoever. Yeah,
But guess what? Some of those are apostles, and they take out the rest of the room. And then there's a gunfight, and then probably the longest on foot chase in any of these movies takes place.
yeah, I think so. I had the same note. I was like, this thing lasts for a long time, and
Tom
it's
Cruise
hilarious.
broke his ankle on what he called the simplest stunt in this movie, which was jumping from one building to another.
You look
And
at
they
that
kept it in
stunt.
the movie.
You look at that stunt and you go, "How did that do it?" Yeah, it did it, and that I
Yeah.
think that delayed production for weeks, right?
It did. Yeah. He jumped it, and like his foot landed on the side of the building, broke his ankle. And
I don't
then
think Tom
the
Cruise had
scene where he
I don't think he had a
gets
stunt
up.
double, by the way.
Do what?
I don't think he had a stunt double for this movie.
No, he didn't. He
I think
never does.
everything now he's doing
Yes.
regardless. So
Yes. He never has a stunt double.
yeah.
That's why they had to delay the movie for weeks.
Oh, Tommy boy.
But the shot where he gets up and walks away and kind of limping away, that's his broken foot. They kept it in the movie.
Incredible, and it's hilarious at the same time.
Yeah. So he catches up to Walker in an elevator, and wouldn't you know it, old Walker's got a picture of Tom's old wife and says, "I'm
That's
her
my
guardian
girl now,
angel."
boy. Her baby
He's
is
like,
mine.
yeah, well,
That's what he said, right?
nope.
That was a different movie. Sorry.
Yeah. He says, if I see you again, she's dead. You try to warn her, she's dead. Blah, blah, blah. Know when you're beat. And then him and Lane take off in a helicopter. And we find out they're headed to a place I've forgotten the name of.
Kashmir.
Kashmir.
Yeah.
Because where that flows out into the ocean, they want to set off a smallpox thing.
Saishin Glacier is technically where.
And the way that flows out into the ocean, it'll get into the rest of the world in a matter of weeks. So they want to break out smallpox there.
And dude, the brilliance of this movie, like they do such a good job with the story, and actually, like, okay, Rebecca Ferguson's character, who I just drew a blank what her name is, whatever she is, clearly is the love interest. And Luther explains, like, you got to be careful with Ethan because, like, he loves his wife.
He's the greatest guy in the world.
Yeah. Luther is the greatest guy in the world, boy.
Yeah.
It is hilarious. They pull up to this joint, and there's his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Like, full scale of, like, oh, this is great.
And she's with that dude that was the first game maker in the Hunger Games.
Yeah, Crane.
Yeah.
Good old Crane. Seneca Crane, actually.
Seneca Crane.
Yeah, he ate some berries.
Matt Bomer? Is that Matt Bomer? No, that's Wes Bentley. That's it.
Yeah, Wes Bentley. Matt Palmer's the gay guy in the White Collar, right?
Yeah. Or Suits.
No, White Collar.
Oh.
He's a good actor, dude. He's great.
Same show, but yeah.
Pretty much.
He was also the best friend of Chuck in the show Chuck. A long time ago. Remember Chuck?
Yeah. You know what? I don't want to watch that again. I'm probably going to have to watch it. That's one of those shows where, like, the ending was so awful.
Yeah, the later seasons kind of sucked.
Who's the girl in Chuck?
That is Yvonne Strahovski, who is currently in The Handmaid's Tale.
Okay, man, I need to finish Handmaid's Tale.
I haven't started it.
Have you read the book?
No,
I haven't either. The TV show's good. It is
okay,
interesting. Like,
she did a I Frankenstein movie with oh shoot, the guy that played Two-Face in The Dark Knight.
Oh man. Oh man, God. Thank you for smoking. Aaron Eckhart.
Yes, Aaron Eckhart.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've seen that. It's good.
Oh, it's a shitty movie.
Frankenstein.
I Frankenstein. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's bad.
it's so good. I love it. It's one of my favorites.
Bill Nighy's in it.
I walked out of. I didn't walk.
It's so bad.
I didn't finish it. It
Yeah.
was streaming somewhere, and I went. Ooh.
Oh, it's good if you want like something on in the background to just like not care about.
No.
But it's not great.
Well,
She was also in that Predator movie from 2018 where autism is a superpower. The Predators wanted to
can you
take a kid
elaborate on that a
because he
little
has
bit more?
autism. Do what?
Nothing. Nothing.
No, I'll say it.
Could you elaborate on that a little bit more? Do you think China's making their kids autistic on purpose?
No.
Yeah. You think Bill Gates? No. Okay. Anyways,
They get to the place, and they're like, "Oh, somehow they get the schematics of the 3 devices he has that he put the plutonium in."
they've had it.
Yeah,
From the guy's phone,
that's right.
Wolf Blitzer.
And if you try to disarm one, another one's going to go off.
And if you don't have the detonator at the same time,
Yeah,
it's all going to go
so
off.
you need to cut all 3 of them simultaneously to
That
keep them from going off.
again, I think this all could have been condensed. That whole
Because
aspect is so good, though.
yeah,
Especially when his wife, like, so they have their own little tiffle. They find one of the bombs, lower it. Luther starts working on it.
Yeah,
They diverse. Tom Cruise, of course, goes and rides a helicopter.
and does this pilot? Tom Cruise pilots a helicopter in this and does all the flying.
I loved the hilarity of Tom Cruise being like, "I guess this is the power." I know what I'm doing. But it was believable. He did a good job of like a guy that
to act while he's piloting a helicopter in a canyon.
That line where he goes, "Okay, there's my airspeed. I guess I need to go faster."
Yeah.
It's like, oh, where's my payload? Payload.
Oh, and this is also one of those movies where it like switches aspect ratios into IMAX and
kind of sucks on streaming, dude.
It goes.
I wrote a note and I was like, it's really showing the switching out, which I was fine. I was prepared for it.
It's great when they do it slowly, like when it goes into that halo jump.
Yeah,
like when it just expands like that. Like the worst case of it is probably Transformers: The Last Night, I think, where like
I'll tell you, I've never seen it.
You're lucky. Every other shot is a different aspect ratio. Like it's like Michael Bay had like 4 different cameras set up, and he just like.
I have a friend that edited on that.
It's like I don't know. Sometimes I'm like Michael Bay knows what he's doing, and then other times I'm like,
not in this movie. The friend I know, I got to be careful. The person, I didn't say a gender, whatever.
Yeah.
Was like, I decided to quit editing movies because of Michael Bay. And this.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, really? It was that bad? And like, we were told to do the most ludicrous edits of, like you said, like frame by frame ratio changes. And I'm like, or aspect. I'm like,
it would be in mid conversation between people. It's like they were on different cameras.
Oh, yeah. And I thought it was a joke, and then I saw clips, and I went, it's like sequences.
It made no sense. Like Christopher Nolan does it, but he does it for certain sequences and holds it.
And you also don't notice it.
Yeah.
I mean, like you can watch it in your house, and
because The Dark Knight does that.
Man, Preston, I'm gonna tell you, man, I go through spurts where I'm like, I'm gonna rewatch The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dark Knight Rises might be the best thing ever, man.
That's.
I don't know why. There's just something about it. It's just like it hits a certain like.
It does. It does. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I think it is a little long, but it does hit a little different.
I couldn't sleep the other night, so I started pontificating, and I was like, man, I wish Heath Ledger didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
Think of
Could you imagine The Dark Knight Rises? Like, oof.
My word, dude, that'd have been
Yeah.
balling. You know, it's not balling trying to disarm a nuclear bomb.
Yeah. So
And that's
Tom
the thing.
Cruise
Yeah, Tom Cruise is piloting the stuff
piloting a
out of the
helicopter.
helicopter.
And his plan, the helicopter he's on is carrying a load of rocks for some reason. And he tries to get over Walker's helicopter and drop it onto him.
It's the best. As soon as he misses, that's the best part of this entire movie.
Yeah.
I think he drops an F-bomb.
What? No, Henry Cavill got that back.
Okay.
That was the one that they got for this movie. Was that?
Dang it. Like, I missed. Now you have this huge helicopter fight scene.
And then they come up, and then like it's just the way they're diving through the can. It's wild.
And Henry Cavill has a freaking machine gun too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's from America.
And then Tom Cruise gets on his helicopter. No, he crashes it. He crashes into.
Oh yeah, they're all dead in real life. They're all dead.
Oh yeah, they're all completely dead.
But then you get a really drawn out fight. I know, like, we'll piggyback to what's happening in parallel, but you get that drawn out fight between Cavill and him.
Mm-hmm.
I put in my notes, if there's a rock wall, Ethan Hunt will climb it. Like,
sure does.
Rocks, I love these, and just starts diving away.
Long story short, Tom Cruise manages to loose a cable with a hook on it. That lands in Henry Cavill's head. He flies off a cliff and down into an explosion. So he's dead. And Tom Cruise gets a hold of that detonator and pulls the thing out of it. And then everyone else back at the village, they've taken out Solomon Lane after a fight. And then they're like, we're going to clip these two on like literally the last second, I think. And then they decide to clip on one. And it's like, the screen goes white. And it's like, oh no, we did it. And that whole thing to put Michelle Monaghan in it was to like ease her out the door so it's okay for Tom Cruise to fall in love with Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. And when they wake up, it's like all mushy gushy.
Yep.
Even
though she's on the run again in the next movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know what happens after this, but I'm like, I bet in the head he's gonna be running. I do think after watching this movie again, like, Henry Cavill should be James Bond.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that wants to see that.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No, definitely not. I haven't kept up with anything Bond since Amazon bought it. So I'm curious.
There's a video game coming out.
I got a Switch. Yeah, I told you I have a Switch 2. I think it's coming out exclusively for that first.
No.
This podcast is brought to you by Nintendo with the Switch 2.
I wish.
Get your James Bonds. Yeah, probably not, but so I told you. Oh, sorry, I give this like a 8.5, 8.6.
Yeah, it's like a 9 for me. I think
it's good. It's good.
It's the best one for me. I mean,
yeah, it's up there, man. It's good. I'm not burnt out yet. I was burnt out. And the movie started. I'm like, oh, I'm into this, baby.
Well, we've only got one more to go, and we got a week off, so you know.
Henry Cavill's character, no one ever called him August Walker.
Nope, they just called him Walker.
Nope, but in the credits, that's where the August comes from.
I mean, Angela Bassett says it at the beginning of the movie, but everybody just calls him Walker. He even says, "I'm Walker." So, Texas Ranger.
I have this really weird, like, okay, so Mission Impossible movies are great, but they're big internationally. Like, that's where they really win.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first Mission Impossible movie to ever be shown in Saudi Arabia.
Wow. Well, that's because of no?
Well, there was a ban on movie theaters at some point, and so this was the first one that I think was ever shown. So, like, you know, Saudi's a big market. I mean,
that's why they're a good chunk of the next movie takes place in the Abu Dhabi airport.
I do think it's hilarious that Henry Cavill's accidentally become the spy guy, though.
Yeah.
Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah.
Which Tom Cruise was supposed to be in that movie.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know who he's supposed to play, but he was supposed to be in that. And that's
probably Armie Hammer's role.
No, I don't think so. I think it was someone. Hold on. I have a note in my notes. Let me scroll to it, but that's where Henry Cavill got attached to this. Is he was supposed to be in that, so there was a connection there. Also thought it was funny that Henry Cavill was born when Risky Business came out the same year. So
yeah, Tom Cruise is pushing 60.
Stupid little things like the code that Lane puts into the nuclear bomb is Oppenheimer's birthday. Like, good job for you guys for thinking that much. I swear I had this in my notes, man. It doesn't matter. This is just a stupid tidbit. But I'm just curious of who would have Tom Cruise played in Man. Did you like that movie?
I guess it was okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember it, but
I'm a giant Guy Ritchie fan, so I was here we go. Napoleon Solo is who he's supposed to be. And Napoleon Solo oh no. He was supposed to be Henry Cavill.
Oh, okay.
He was supposed to be that guy. But he had to drop out because he was filming Rogue Nation.
Yeah. I wonder how many roles he's missed out on because of Mission Impossible.
Every. This is where, like, I love that he loves Mission Impossible. I love Tom Cruise as an actor. He's incredible. I wish I saw him in more stuff he didn't make.
His early drama stuff is amazing.
Man, it's phenomenal. I mean, it is.
Like, A Few Good Men is
Never seen it.
Awesome. Oh my god, it's so good.
I've seen a ton of clips. So it's one of those, like,
it's young asshole Tom Cruise, and it's awesome.
Risky Business is the Dynamite. Yeah, there are so many. I'm looking at his discography here. I'm not about to list all the things off again, but yeah.
Well, now we move on to what we watching, what we playing, what we reading, what we doing.
Solo.
Yeah.
Started Stick.
Liking it?
Yeah, it's good. I'm almost done with season 2. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm starting to, like, anticipate some things that are happening. So it's not as, like, crazy as the first season,
dude.
But it's also great
because I've read the books.
Man, I have them over here. I need to read them, dude. I have free time again, so I need to, like, read. I love reading.
Until you find out who created the silos.
Oh, I know who did. Alec Baldwin. He had to escape the gun charges. No, I need to read those. Other than that,
that is when the story gets really good.
That's rad.
Like Steve, what's his name? Steve. Oh, he was in Sahara. Steve Zahn.
Yeah.
He plays that
season.
He plays Solo in. Yeah.
He is great. Yeah. That guy, that is an actor that really deserves a lot more stuff. Mm-hmm. He's great, man.
He's like a Walton Goggins.
Yeah, he is. Stick on Apple TV. It's Owen Wilson. It's Ted Lasso, but golf.
Ted Lasso, but golf. Yeah,
it's all right. I mean,
I don't have energy for anything other than Ted Lasso.
I mean, I just needed something to watch. So it's good, but it's not great.
Yeah.
What else did I watch something and I was like, oh yeah, I've been playing Mario Kart like crazy on the Switch. It's incredible. Nice. Super fun. The other fun thing is, like, that's pretty much all I've been playing. Dude, there was something big that I was like, oh, I would watch this. We talked about Fantastic Four earlier in the day. Mm-hmm. I'm so pumped, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm trying not to watch I purposely try not to watch trailers anymore. I can't quit watching.
I've quit watching the trailers for Superman. I've only seen 2 trailers. That's all I need.
I've seen one. I've seen the one with Crypto. Crypto? That's the dog, right?
Yeah.
Like the coin?
Well, Crypto was before the coin, but yes.
Yeah. I'm super pumped, man. The Bear comes back on today.
Oh.
But more importantly, Squid Games. The ending is Friday.
That's right.
Yeah, so I'm so stoked, man. I think I'm just gonna
I totally forgot about that.
I'm just gonna get a diaper and piss my pants all night and
I
watch
won't
it.
be able to sit and concentrate and watch that at the beach. Shit. We'll be a week behind everybody.
Cancel your plans, boy.
Shit.
I'm pumped, dude. It's so good. The anime I've been watching like crazy is coming to an end. I think next week it's Lazarus, which is the Cowboy Bebop creator's newest one. It is so good. Like it is. Ooh, it's good, and it's.
Okay.
I'm pumped. But how about you, man? What's going down?
I'm reading Altered Carbon.
Oh, that's good.
It's it kind of goes all over the place, but
Yeah.
the book is pretty. The TV show, in my opinion, is very good.
A little different than the TV show, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, a lot different.
It's good though. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun read. Just it goes everywhere.
Oh yeah. What else? I'm gonna try and watch Ironheart tonight.
I'm not gonna watch it, man.
I might watch the first episode and then be like, "Yeah."
You know what? I'll give it a try. If you're gonna do that, I'll do it.
Yeah. I don't expect much. But
No.
I like some of the actors in it. So. I want to see Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto.
Wait, is he?
Yes.
In Ironheart?
Yeah.
Why is he in Ironheart?
For some reason, they're mixing magic and technology because the Hood is in it as well, played by Anthony Ramos.
They're wasting some characters, man.
Well, they shot this thing like 4 years ago. So, and they're just now.
Okay, so I was really confused of I thought that thing already came out and it tanked.
That's when they announced Sacha Baron Cohen. Like, we haven't seen anything of him, but that's when they announced that he was playing Mephisto in this. And I was like, okay.
I like that villain. It's a cool character.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So that's it for this week. We're off next week because I'm on vacation. So we'll be back the next week with Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning.
You did.
You did. We won't do the Final Reckoning because it's still in theaters.
Boo.
And it's 3 hours.
Oh, God, really?
Dead Reckoning?
I made the right choice then because I was like, I might go see it in theaters. I don't have a lot of time.
Oh, the Final Reckoning? Yeah, it's almost 3 hours.
Okay, cool. I'm glad. When I didn't have time to see it then, so perfect.
Yeah. The Final Reckoning is like 2.5, almost 3.
Okay.
I still think it's good though. If you have a suggestion for a movie we should do, you can send that at secondtakemoviespot@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Second Take Movies. You can leave comments everywhere, reviews wherever you can, subscribe to different platforms and whatnot. Jake, you got any final words?
Yeah. If you subscribe and leave a comment and an email of a song you want me to play on the ocarina, I'll do it.
Okay. That sounds fair.
Yeah, I'll do it.
So we'll see you in a couple of weeks with the Dead Reckoning.